Welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions occurring, so please be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/probe. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Savannah State University.
Again, good evening. My name is Brian Dawsey, and I humbly serve here as the Director of Admissions at Savannah State University. So on behalf of our president, Ms. Kimberly Ballard-Washington, the faculty, staff, students, and alum, we want to thank you for this opportunity to come and talk with you a little bit about Savannah State. So as I'm talking, seeing if we can share our screen there. And perfect. So a couple of things that we want to share with you about Savannah State University, and then talk with you in regards to some suggestions that we'll have as your next steps. Kind of give some fast facts about the institution. We were established November 26, 1890. We have the distinction of being the oldest historically Black college and university in the state of Georgia, as well as the oldest institution of higher education within the city of Savannah. As I stated earlier, Ms. Kimberly Ballard-Washington serves as our president. Our student faculty ratio is about 28-1, and we are accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. Here at the university, we push students to get active in every way. So as you look there, we have 75 plus different organizations students can be able to participate in. On the right is just a little bit of the organizations that we have. We have, again, 75 plus, and these range in academic, social. We have an active Greek life on campus, an active SGA, and a campus activities board. We found out from study and research, the more active you are on campus, the more likely you will matriculate and graduate. So we always ask for students to become active in their on campus in the organizations. I always say that there's more to the academic paradigm than the four walls of a classroom. So this gives you an opportunity to build your network, because we believe your network will equal to your net worth. The next slide has a list of our majors. We have about 30 majors that we offer here at Savannah State University. What you see in the red is the top 5 majors from our fall 2020 class. So we have a couple of programs there in the College of Business, the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, the College of Education, as well as the College of Science and Technology. Our Mass Communication program, we share the same accreditation as the University of Georgia, as well as our Marine Science program is one of our niche programs here on campus, and we've been ranked #1 in the nation of producing producing students of color in the bachelor's and master's of marine science. And we also have cybersecurity, as well as some of the other programs there. So if you have any questions, I'll drop my information in the chat, and definitely send us an email, and we can be able to help you from there. What you see next is our residence units for our freshman students. There are 5 students can be able to choose from. In Freshman Living and Learning Center, we have a 2-bedroom, a 4-bedroom, and an 8-bedroom floor plan, as well as in Camilla Hubert, Tiger Place, Tiger Court, and Richard R. Wright, we have a 1- and 2-bedroom semi-private. So based upon what your comfort level is, if you want to share a room with 1 other person, 3 other individuals, or 7, or if you want a room to yourself, then you'll have that opportunity here at Savannah State University. Do know what the pricing is different. The 8-bedroom cluster would be a little bit on the less expensive side, and the 1-bedroom would be the most expensive. Each of these units will require students to have a meal plan. There's unlimited laundry of about $40. There is a key rental that you'll have for your mailbox, as well as if you want to bring a car on campus, because our freshmen are allowed to have vehicles, that's an opportunity for you to get your decal also. We also in athletics are Division II, and we're part of the SIAC. So what you see to your left are the various different athletic events and sports that we have for our students. And of course, the M is for men, the W is for women. So for those who are seniors right now, make sure that you have started with the NCAA clearinghouse, and then you can get registered for that clearinghouse, and then talk to our coaches based upon what team that you may have interest in, and also talk about scholarship opportunities, because we do offer scholarships to our athletes. Here's some information on the admission requirements. We are instituting the SAT and ACT tests for those who are attending spring 22 and beyond. So you have to have a minimum GPA of a 2.0 unweighted. On the SAT, at least a minimum of a 480 on the evidence-based reading and a 440 on the math. And with the ACT, at least a 17 in the English or reading and 17 in the math. Make sure you have the 17 required high school courses to include 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 4 science, 2 foreign languages, and 3 social sciences, and make sure those 2 foreign languages are in the same sequence. So like a Spanish 1, Spanish 2. The math sequence, you want to make sure you have Algebra 1, Algebra 2, a geometry, and a higher level math, a college readiness math, a mathematical decision making, something along those lines. Financial algebra and mathematics of finance will not count as a 4th math. So you want to make sure those math sequences are in order so that way you run into no issues. This is information on financial aid starting October 1st. You can fill out the FAFSA. You see our school code there, as well as we offer scholarships for admitted students. So if you're accepted to the university, you would get an email regarding the various different scholarships, internal and external, that we offer and how to sign up. And then of course, on the bottom, you'll see the information to our financial aid office to include the number, as well as the email if you have any additional questions relating to financial aid. Here's how you apply to Savannah State University. You'll submit an application through Georgia Futures. Once you create that account, go to the college planning tab and start the application. There's a $20 application fee. Our application deadlines are as follows. You have fall, it's June 30th, spring, November 15th, and summer, May 1st. Just because it's June 30th, don't mean you want to wait that late. Get that application in as soon as possible. And we send email communication out every few days. So make sure you use your personal email address and not your high school email address, because once you graduate, it will pretty much deactivate and we'll lose communication with you. So make sure you use a personal email address. Here's information to our admissions office. If you have any questions past today, our number, as well as our email address there, and also our fax number if you need to fax documents. And this is information in regards to our various different social media handles. So we have a Facebook, we have Instagram, and we also have a Twitter page. So definitely get a chance to go out there and to take a look at what we offer. We always have it up to date with information. We have some of our student interns from our MassCom that work both of those, the Facebook and the Instagram handles, and you get to learn information as it relates to Savannah State University. So with that said, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen there. And I know, again, if there's any questions, we have our information there. And we thank you for this opportunity to come and talk with you and hope to have you in Tiger Country.
Thank you, Savannah State University. We will now have the University of East London.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Caitlin Benania, and I am the Americas Recruitment Officer here at the University of East London, based in the United Kingdom. As you can tell by my accent, I am not British, I am American, and I actually graduated from the University of East London. So before I discuss studying in London, I first want to talk about the city. So this quote says, when a man is tired of London, he is tired of life. And I love this quote because I think it captures the beauty and the essence of London. I have lived in London for 4 years now, and I still haven't done everything that there is to do in London. So I split my time between London and Los Angeles, and I just don't think there are that many places in the world that can offer you that much excitement. This is a photo of our Docklands campus. We've got 3 campuses all in East London. As you can see, our campus is right on the river. It has the most gorgeous view of the sunsets in London. We're located in the suburbs of London, but if you take a look at the circle that's in the photograph, that is actually a train station. So the main method of transportation in London and in the rest of Europe is actually public transportation. So although we are in the suburbs, you just have to hop on the train and you're 20 minutes away from central London, or downtown as Americans call it. So it's perfect if you like being in a city, but you also kind of like the quiet suburbs. I think it's the perfect combination of the two. So here I've listed the reasons why I chose to study at UEL. These are definitely the top reasons why more and more Americans are choosing to study in the UK, with the biggest reason being that you can graduate in 3 years instead of 4. It's not because we take a 4-year degree and squish it into 3 years. It's because we don't require general education. So from day one of your studies, you are studying your dedicated subject only. So you don't have to take English and you don't have to take math if you don't want to. UEL is also one of the largest international universities in the UK. About 20% of our student population are actually international students. UEL is also ranked first in the UK for international support and visa advice. The University of East London is one of the only London universities that has on-campus accommodation, which I know that just put my parents' mind at ease, like when they were sending their daughter away to study in the UK. So anything to kind of feel more safe really does go a long way. And we also accept FAFSA, so you are more than welcome to use FAFSA to fund your degree. We have 6 schools located within the University of East London. You can find our full course list on our website. Our biggest subjects for American students are business management, biomedical science, which is the British equivalent of pre-med, and psychology. I've listed a photo of our accommodation. I love to talk about accommodation just because all of our rooms on campus are private and en suite. So you get your own room and you get your own bathroom. You just share the common living areas. So that would be the living room and the kitchen. So I think it's absolutely perfect if you like to be social, but you also like having your own space. And all of my friends back home in America, I can never relate to them whenever they talk about, the roommates that they had in college. Like I had my own room, yeah, I had roommates, but at the end of the day, I had my own room. And yeah, so I absolutely love talking about accommodation. And I've included UEL versus the USA, but I won't go into details about American colleges, as I'm sure that's self-explanatory. And just to talk a little further about the differences between studying in the UK versus studying in the US. It's free to apply to our university, so you literally have nothing to lose. We do rolling admission, which means we aim to send you your decision within 4 to 6 weeks. It may take 6 or 8 weeks during our busy time periods, but typically 4 to 6 weeks. So I always say the sooner you apply, the better. Duration 3 years. Tuition for the first year of your degree is just under $20,000 US. This includes textbooks. You don't have to pay for your textbooks ever. So tuition for the entire degree is just under $60,000 US. That's the entire degree. And I hope that gives you a bit of insight as to why I chose to study in the UK. If you do have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me and my team. I work in the North America admissions team, and this is our email. I will also list it in the chat. I'm going to hand things back over to our host. Thank you very much.
Thank you, University of East London. We will now have Sacred Heart University.
Hi there, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm just gonna start my presentation. My name is Kim. I work for Sacred Heart University. Sacred Heart is located in Fairfield, Connecticut. So we're gonna jump back over the pond to the Northeast US. Sacred Heart is a private Catholic university, and Fairfield is actually about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes from New York City. So as Caitlin was saying about her university, it's a great location to be in a suburban area, but also close proximity to New York. And we're only 2 hours from Boston as well. So here are just a few little facts about Sacred Heart. We were the first Catholic university in the US founded by lay people, which basically means no priests or nuns are on our campus, and we are called the Pioneers. And we are really big into community service and rank in the top, one of the top universities who gives back to the community. So our students really do have a heart for service. And we're also ranked as happiest students as well. We are the second largest Catholic university in New England, just behind Boston College, with the undergrad enrollment of 6,000. So we have about 5 colleges of study. We have our Arts and Sciences, College of Education, our Business and Technology, our College of Nursing, and College of Health Professions. I think if you live in the Northeast, which you guys don't because you're in Georgia, but you would know about our nursing program. It's widely known, very popular, and pretty competitive as well. So we have quite a bit of majors and some still deciding options as well. We have some pre-admit programs that you can join as a freshman. So if you know that your pathway going into graduate school as well. And I'll go over some of those in a minute. We do have study abroad at our Sacred Heart campuses located in Ireland and Luxembourg, plus 30 other countries. And our average class size is about 21 students. So these are the pre-admit programs I was talking about. So in our College of Health Professions, we have these 3 majors that are listed here, but we also have all of these graduate programs. So physical therapy doctorate, athletic training, occupational therapy, some of those listed there. I would say the physical therapy doctorate is probably the most popular. So I think the other gentleman mentioned how important it is to get involved, and it certainly is. We have many opportunities. Our students are very active. We are a really big athletic university, very big in sports. We're a Division I school, so we're a smaller Division I, but still Division I with about 33 teams. 35 club level teams. So there's always some kind of athletic activity going on. We're also very big in performing arts area. Being so close to New York City it really helps in that area as well. We have many band and orchestra groups. We have choral groups, dance groups, theater. So any of these types of activities will also get you an additional scholarship as well. We obviously are a Catholic university, so we do have a large campus ministry program, volunteer programs, and we just recently opened a new diversity and inclusion center. Sacred Heart is in a really big growth mode right now. So we're growing not only in student numbers, but also in programs that we offer and also in residence halls. And they are so beautiful and just new and squeaky clean. We've built 5 new residence halls in the last 2 years. So unfortunately, if you come and visit right now, because of COVID protocols, we're not allowed to take students in the residence halls right now. But we have lots of virtual tours on our website and also on YouTube, so you can see how great these living arrangements are. We do have a West campus that we just added about 4 years ago. It's only a quarter of a mile from our main campus, but it's the former headquarters of General Electric. And they moved to Cincinnati and we took over this whole area. And that is where our business college is now. And that little diamond shaped area there is an actual hotel on campus. So plenty of space and state-of-the-art classrooms there. Our application information is listed here. I think the most popular deadline is December 15th for our early action 1. That seems to be when most people decide to apply, but we do accept applications pretty much year round, but these are the most important dates here. And for application requirements, we use the common application. We need a transcript, 1 letter of recommendation, an interview with an admissions rep, and that would be me if you're from Georgia. We are a test optional school, so that's not necessary. Average GPA 3.58 and average nursing GPA about a 3.9. We do offer merit scholarships for all students who are accepted. And then, of course, those grants I mentioned for performing arts and community service as well. And then you'll see that we also accept FAFSA and CSS profile. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Sacred Heart University. We will now have Barton College.
Alrighty, so my name is Jalen Thomas. I am a Barton College grad, so I am extremely excited to talk to you guys about Barton today. I'm actually currently still at Barton getting my master's degree, so I'm extremely excited to talk to you guys about it. So I'm going to start with some quick facts about our college. First and foremost, we are a very small school. We have just over 1,100 students, so we offer that family feel. At Barton, you're going to have easy access to things like tutoring or campus jobs because as a student, it's important to have a little extra cash in your pocket. It's going to be easy to do things like talk to your teachers if you're really not understanding one of those classes. And so our average class size is about 17 students, and then our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. So here are the different majors that we offer. This is our exhaustive list of our majors, and they're in alphabetical order. Our most common majors for students would be business administration, exercise science, and then nursing is a very popular major too. On this sheet that you're looking at, we also have some of the master's courses that we offer too. So if you're really excited about criminal justice, for example, you can get both your undergraduate and your graduate degree at Barton. We offer what's called the 3+2. So typically getting a master's degree takes 6 years, but we offer the opportunity for you to get it in just 5. And so we are Division II. We are part of Conference Carolina. So in our school conference, we have North Carolina schools, South Carolina, and a couple outlier states. We have 23 teams, with our newest team being football. We actually have just recently built a football stadium on our campus. So we are extremely excited. This is only our second season having football, and we've won some games recently. So we're very excited. If you are an athlete, the best way to kind of start the athletic recruiting process would be to go online to our athletics website, and then you can reach out to the coaches for our recruiting. We keep our coaches' contact information on our website, so you can reach out to them in regards to whatever sport you're interested in. And then in addition to sports, we offer brand new co-curricular programs. And so these are organizations on campus that are separate from clubs because these organizations typically offer scholarships. So Pep Band offers scholarships if you play an instrument. And our newest one would be esports. So if you're into gaming, whether that's Fortnite, Call of Duty, Madden, whatever game you play, we just recently built an esports arena, and we offer scholarships to our members of our esports team. So let's talk about the process. Our application is free all year round. So you can go apply online through our website, or we are on the Common App if you would like to apply through Common App. Our application does not require essays. So it's probably a lot faster for you to complete the application online because Common App does require you to put essays in sometimes, but our application does not require it. Once you submit your application, what we're going to need now is that official high school transcript. You can send it through a transcript sender or service, but the easiest way is just to email it to us. Have your counselor send it to us at enroll@barton.edu, or you guys can send it directly to me. My contact information will be on the last slide if you want to take a quick picture of that slide when it comes up. Have your counselor email that to us. Right now, we are test optional this year. So if you have not taken the ACT or the SAT, that is okay. We do not require those test scores for an admissions decision. If you have taken those tests, please do send them. We'd be more than happy to look at those scores for you, but it's not required for you to be accepted. And then another thing that we may require, last but not least, we might require some letters of recommendation. Depending on the courses that are listed on your transcript, we might just need a little more information before we can make our admissions decision. I am the counselor for the entire state of Georgia, so if you are sending your application, I will be the one to process it. We are rolling admissions, and so we are processing those applications as soon as they come in. I like to give students a decision within 2 to 3 days of me receiving the transcript, not the application, but the transcript. I usually make a decision within 2 to 3 days. I know we are aware at Barton that college is an extremely difficult decision. So we want you to have all the information as fast as possible so you can make a decision on what school is the best for you. So included in that same strategy, we offer merit-based scholarships to every student who is accepted in our college. They range from $5,000 to $16,000. You don't have to apply for them. If you get accepted, one of these scholarships is going to be assigned to you. You'll receive that scholarship right in the mail when you get your acceptance letter. We base these amounts on your GPA, so every point counts. Push really hard in that class that you don't like, because that could be the difference between several thousands of dollars. So we give one to every student. So push really hard in those classes because that could mean a higher merit scholarship for you. And then we offer our little QR code if you are interested in giving us more information, so you can find out more information about us. Then we offer this as well. Again, enroll at barton.edu is the best place to get any of your questions answered or information. Our website even features a chat box. So if you just have a quick question, you can go to barton.edu and type in your question in the chat box. If something comes up maybe a week or two from now and you're not certain, you can go to our website and put it in the chat box. Again, I am the counselor for the entire Georgia area. And so if you need more information or when you send in your transcript, you will be hearing from me. Again, we're rolling admissions, so you hear from me throughout the entire process. And my contact information is here on the slide as well. If you want to take a quick picture of that, feel free to reach out to me if there are any other questions I can answer for you about Barton
College. Thank you, Barton College. We'll now have Valdosta State University.
All right, I'll share my screen with you guys. All right, so my name is Olivia Griffin. I'm an admissions counselor for Valdosta State University. We are located in Valdosta, Georgia, which is in Southwest Georgia. I'll get started with a brief overview about the campus and dive more into academics. We were founded in 1906 as a women's education college. We do offer admissions for both men and women, as well as over 100 different programs of study. We are located about 16 miles from Florida, about an hour and a half from Tallahassee, Florida, and 4 hours from Atlanta. We have a student body made up of about 12,000 students representing over 65 countries in all 50 states. This is just a picture of our main campus. It has a beautiful Spanish feel to it, with Spanish moss as well as palm trees, being that we are so close to Florida. For academics, we have over 100 different majors and programs of study, and we offer over 100 study abroad programs. And they can be specific to your program of study, but you're not limited to that. Our student to faculty ratio is about 20-1 with an average class size of 30 students in your first year. And of course, that would get smaller as you go up in years and as you get more involved in your major. This is our complete program study list. Our most popular majors are going to be biology and nursing, business, psychology, elementary education, and criminal justice. Growing majors would be theater and musical performance, as well as accounting and other business programs. But we have several different options to choose from. Within each program of study, we do guarantee hands-on experience and small class size, and you can see from these pictures just different ways that you would get hands-on experience, as well as research opportunities alongside your professors. Next, we'll dive into student life. We do offer over 200 clubs and organizations, and that consists of Greek life, religious groups, special interest groups, and academic groups. We have over 21 Greek life organizations, and that's on 4 different Greek life councils. We are a Division II athletic school, and you can see from the list the different sports that we offer, both for men and women. We have Red Hots dance, cheerleading, tennis, cross country, and basketball. We are a very sports oriented school, and it's a driving force of our student body. We have what's called similar to a student spirit group in high school. We have that for our sports as well. We are an 8-time NCAA Division II national champions, as well as 12-time NCAA NDA collegiate cheer and dance national champions. Our slogan is your new home deep within the longleaf pines. So we'll dive more into campus life. We do offer over 8 different residence halls for all years of students visiting our college. And that varies from traditional style to suite style, offering semi-private and private apartment style rooms. We have dorms for freshmen only. We have dorms for upperclassmen only, and then a mix of the both. We also offer living learning communities, which is where you would be able to live with students learning your same major, which is really great that you can dive into those same programs and study for the same tests while you're living on the same halls. A little bit about dining. We have several different dining options. Our main dining hall is Palms Dining Center, and that's in the heart of campus, right next to most of the most popular and largest dorms. And that has several different dining options. That's going to be open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then after hours, we have what's called Blazer Sports Grill. This is similar to a sports bar vibe without the alcohol, of course. And then on campus, we have a Chick-fil-A, Einstein Brothers Bagels in 2 different locations, Moe's Southwest Grill, Valdosta Bread Company, Which Brewed Awakening, Starbucks, Centennial Market, and Langdale Market, and these are scattered all across campus. We do offer flex off-campus dollars with your dining options, and that's similar to a dining dollars where you can spend these at different restaurants and businesses in the community. Additional student services. VSU has a goal of making your college experience memorable. Aside from nationally recognized academics and fun, there are a wide array of facilities and their services provided to enhance your experience. These include Campus Rec Center, Core Outdoors, Volunteer Services, Academic Support Center, Access Office, Specialized Advising, Counseling, and the Student Health Center. So we have several different resources to make sure that you are successful on campus. Just a little bit about Valdosta and the things that we have to offer. We have a historic downtown area that is full of different businesses and restaurants. We have Grand Bay Wildlife Management Center, the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts, Wild Adventures Theme Park, Valdosta Wake Compound, the Crescent at Valdosta Garden Center, Valdosta Mall, and the Lowndes County Historical Society Museum. Becoming a Blazer, this just lists our admissions requirements. We do have our application on our website, and we do require SAT and ACT scores with our scores listed here. We do super score, so if you take the test more than one time, we will take the highest. And the average GPA is about a 3.25. If you do not meet those requirements, we do have different programs that allow you to enter. We do offer both merit and need-based scholarships, and that is a general scholarship application that opens in October. Last but not least, we do offer different ways to visit VSU and to get involved, and you can read about those here. I believe I'm running out of time, so if you guys have any questions, I'll include my chat or my contact information in the chat, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Valdosta State. I'd love for everyone to join me back on screen for a quick Q&A. And we are going to start with Savannah State University. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Well, what I do is I normally tell students to at least look at 3 to 6 schools that they are interested in. And in looking at those schools, look at the requirements per se, and rank those requirements from what would be considered the most difficult to the easiest. So that way, for those institutions that are using a test, you can try to shoot for that hardest institution. And then if by chance you don't meet that score requirement, at least you know you'll get into one of the remaining ones after the 6. So I always tell them to at least, try to shoot for 5 to 6 schools and go and do it that route. Okay.
And then what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Definitely we're in Savannah, Georgia. So we're in the hostess city, as we would say, here to South. We're near the beach, 15 minutes away from Tybee Island, 5 minutes away from downtown Savannah. So there's a nice historical reference to the institution. And then, of course, our 30 different programs that we offer our students to, like I say, include the marine science program, with only institution within the state that is right on that coast. So students can be able to get on our vessels and go out into the intercontinental waterway. And then, of course, our business college, it has that ASCSB accreditation, which 5% of institutions in the country have that accreditation, and Savannah State is one of them.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. University of East London, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
We are London's careers-led university. So for just me, for example, I started my degree when I was 18, and I started an internship when I was 18, and I stuck with my internship all throughout college. And it, as far as job prospects go, I've been working in international recruitment since I was 18. And so we are definitely London's careers-led university.
And What is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
One myth. Let me think. I think a lot of people think that applying to a school overseas is quite hard. I wouldn't say that it's hard. It probably requires a few more steps, such as applying for a visa, but it's definitely not hard at all.
Right. Thank you. Sacred Heart University, what's one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
I think I did an essay workshop this morning, so that has me thinking about essays. And I think students stress out so much about the essay and just realize that it's one piece of the application and it's a chance for us to get to know you better. We can't know you very well from just a transcript. I mean, we can know how smart you are, but we don't know anything about you personally. Unless you really express that through the essay. But don't stress about it because literally we read so many of these a day. It's something that just allows you to tell us about yourself.
And what's one thing you would like for people to know about your school or like to remember about your school?
Well, I think if you're a student from Georgia, maybe if you've been living in Georgia your whole life, Sacred Heart would be an amazing opportunity to move to the Northeast and experience more of the seasons. I know you do get seasons in Georgia, but more intense seasons of weather and just a completely different area. And being so close to New York City, there's so many great opportunities for after you graduate. So that would probably be it.
Thank you. Barton College, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
My advice would be ask lots of questions. College is a big decision, and college is where you're going to spend the next 4 years or so of your life. So ask lots of questions, not just about requirements, but what is campus life like? Where am I going to live? When you ask lots of questions, you get more information. And then, of course, visit these schools. Go to the campus, feel the campus vibe, immerse yourself in the campus atmosphere so you can really decide if that school is the right place for you.
Perfect. And what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
So Barton offers that family feel. That is the best thing about Barton College. I know it can be maybe a little bit difficult even considering leaving your state and go to another state. I did it. It was a big leap. I'm originally from Indiana. So I made that leap and moved 14 hours away to go to college. And so it is possible. And Barton provided me with that home away from home and that family feel that I've never experienced anywhere else. And so that's what we offer to every student here at Barton College.
Thank you. Valdosta State University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I would like for them to remember that we are a university that gives you the opportunities and experiences that you would get at a really large university, like hands-on experience and student life. But we have a very small school feel. It feels very communal. It feels like a small town, and you're going to know your professors' names and have access to research opportunities alongside of them. And you can find your specific community in your specific corner in the university.
Okay. And so kind of to round out our conversation today, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admission process?
I think there's no right or wrong way to do it. I think whichever process feels the best for you, whichever research process feels most natural to you is what's right for you. I think it's best to do what you think is right instead of what your parents or your friends or your guidance counselors think is right, just to follow your passions and to see where that leads you.
All right, thank you. And I'd like to thank all of our panelists and you for joining. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage, excuse me, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/probe. Thank you all and have a great one.